loudly banged the door. Hyung, open the door, please, please, Hyung, talk to me, Hyung, Hyung. He was banging the door loudly while crying hard. He is very desperate to talk with his Hyung. This is the first time when his Hyung locked himself inside the room. He was crying loudly while saying sorry, sorry, but getting no response from his Hyung. Oh ma, I'm really sorry for not taking care of Cookie, not giving him more time, not keeping an eye on his activities. I always love him, not a single time I scold him. I never punished him whenever he did something wrong. I made him understand by talking. I always taught him good things. Then how did he become like spoiled brat? Oh ma, I swear I gave him good upbringing. I don't know how did he become like this. Please trust me, oh ma. He was very sad. He couldn't decide. Either he was angry or disappointed. He cried a lot. He was talking with his Oma in his mind. He cried a lot and slept unknowingly with guilt. He was feeling guilty and frustrated towards Cook. Well, I know you all must be thinking what happened today. Why did his young, who never raised a single voice on his Cookie, now don't want to face him, right? I will tell you everything, but before that, let me give you their introduction. Name Kim Jin, age 26 years old, profession CEO at Kim Company. Sweet, loving, caring, overprotective towards Jungkook. Name Kim Jungkook, age 21 years old, profession second year university student. Sweet, loving, troublemaker, naughty, bad boy in university, good at studies and sports. Nothing in this world which he can't do. He is good at everything. Their parents died in car accident when Jungkook was only 12. After their parents' death, Jin took their parents' place and took care of Cook like mom and dad. He never let him feel their emptiness. He gave him everything as much as he can. Flashback started. 2 hours ago, Jin got the call from unknown number. He received the call and said, OTP. Hello, is this the number of Kim Jin? Jin, yes, I'm Jin. Who are you and why did you call me? Said politely. I am the principal of university. Jin, oh hello sir, how may I help you? Principal, are you Kim Jungkook's guardian? Jin, yes sir, I'm his young. He is my younger brother. How's he? Is he alright? Started panicking because he never got the call from university. Principal, sir, please calm down. You got me wrong. Your brother is absolutely fine. I called you because I wanted to talk with you about your brother. So can you please come at university? Jin, okay sir, I will be there in 10 to 15 minutes. Call ended. Jin's point of view. I am very busy in my work. I have lined up meetings. I am preparing for them. Suddenly I got a call from unknown number. I received it. It was from Cookie's principal. I wonder why did he call me at university? What does he want to talk with me about Cookie? Well, I have to go there first. I called my secretary to cancel all the meetings and postponed it for tomorrow. After that, I left my cabin by grabbing my car's key. Time skipped after 15 minutes. Jin reached at principal's cabin and took a deep breath and entered inside the cabin. Jin, hello sir, I'm Kim Jin, brother of Kim Jungkook. You called me 15 minutes ago and told me to come here. Principal, oh yeah, hello Mr. Kim. Have a seat please. Jin, thank you sir. Now please tell me what important thing you wanna tell me about Cook. Principal, well, Kim Jungkook is one of the best student of our university, but unfortunately nowadays his grades kept falling. Here, see his latest class test result and his answer sheets. He barely got passing marks and his attendance is very low. He skipped many classes and Jin, in mind, Cookie always went to university on the time, then why did he skip classes? And he is very good at his studies, he takes his studies sincerely, then why did his marks this much low? I have to talk with him about this today. Principal, Mr. Kim, are you alright? Jin, oi, I'm really sorry, sir. I was just thinking the reason behind his poor performance in academics. I'm really sorry about this, sir. I will talk with him. I will make sure this will never happen again. Is there any other thing? Principal, yes, Mr. Kim, there is lot of things to discuss. Jin, please carry on. Principal, sorry to say, Mr. Kim, your brother became mannerless day by day. He disrespected his elders, and today, when his professor told him to call his guardian because his grades were very low, he shouted at her and told her that his guardian isn't as free as her. He is very busy, he can't come for these small things. He embarrassed his professor in front of all the students. Not even this, he bullied some junior student and told them to buy food for him, to carry his bags, etc. etc. He even fought with one student today who was now at nurse room. His face was fully covered with his own blood. When some teachers tried to stop him, he cursed on them too. Jin was very shocked. His jaw dropped after listening all these things about his younger brother. He couldn't control himself from interrupting in between conversations, so he said, Jin, sorry to interrupt you, sir, but I can't believe all those things. I taught my brother to respect everyone. He can't do anything without any reason. There must be any reason behind the fight. He never fight. Principal, I totally agreed with you, Mr. Kim. Jungkook is one of the best students of our university. I never got a single complaint about him, but from past 1 month, I got lots of complaints about him. I never called you before because things aren't serious, but today I have to call you because now the things aren't getting out of my control. I know you can't believe on this. That's why I have proved. Principal showed him a video from his laptop in which Jungkook's professor told him to call his guardian, in which he was talking with his professor rudely. She was politely talking, but Cook was literally shouting on her. He got very furious to see this. He couldn't believe on his eyes. Principal gave him a glass of water. Here, Mr. Kim, please drink some water. I know how you feel. I call you here after collecting all the proofs. Jin, thank you, sir. Drink some water and gave him a small fake smile. Sir, I want to talk with Cook. Can you please call him here? Principal, sure, Mr. Min. He called the receptionist and told her to send Miss Kim Jungkook in his cabin. Within 5 minutes, door opened and revealed Matt Cook. He came inside and said informally, Cook, now what happened? Why did you call me? Don't you have any other work rather than disturbing me? Said annoyingly. He didn't notice Jin because Jin was back facing him. When Jin heard what Cook said, he turned to him. Jin, Kim Jungkook, are you out of your mind? Gave him death glare. After seeing his hyung in front of his eyes widened and jaw dropped. Cook, Hyung, you here? Jin raised his one eyebrow. Why can't I come here? Cook bit his lower lip out of nervousness. No, Hyung, I didn't mean it. Sorry. Head hung low. Jin coldly. Cook, come here. Cook went near Jin. Yes, Hyung. Jin coldly. See this and explain it. Principal showed him a video where he shouted at his professor and talked rudely and disrespectfully. Cook's eyes widened after seeing this. He saw his Hyung's face, which was completely red due to anger. He immediately looked at floor, not able to look at his Hyung's face anymore. Jin, now explain this, Kim Jungkook. What was that? Why did you do this? Angry as hell, he tried to calm down himself, which was completely failed because Cook didn't say anything. Cook, Jin, Jungkook. Cook, silent. Jin angrily shouts, Kim Jungkook. He had enough. The very next moment, he was on the floor with loud noise. Yes, he slapped him very hard, leaving his fingerprints on his left cheek. He slapped him with his all the force. Cook couldn't balance himself and fell on the ground with loud noise. Principal was shocked to see this. He immediately stood up and tried to calm down Jin. He gave him a glass of cold water, which he gulped in one go, and sat on his seat, tried to take a deep breath. After 2 minutes, he was a bit calmed down. Jin apologized to principal for his behavior. He told principal to call that teacher here. Principal called that professor. Cook's point of view. I was in my class when Pune came and told the professor that the principal is calling me. Professor told me to go principal's cabin. I was very frustrated because today I got into a fight and after principal is calling me. Well, this is not new for me. From past few weeks I was always being called by principal, chuckled. I went to principal's office and knocked the door. He told me to come inside. I entered inside the cabin and talked with principal sir very rudely. Then I heard a sharp voice. I shivered by hearing the voice. When I saw my hand in front of my eyes, sending me death glare, I hung my head low. I know I'm doomed today. Then he called me and told me to see a video and explain. I was confused, but after watching what I was shocked. I saw my Hank's face was completely red due to anger, and he told me to explain why did I argue and disrespect my professor. I have nothing to tell him, so I hung my head low. Hyung shouted at me 2-3 times to explain me, but I said nothing, just hang my head low. The very next moment, I felt a sharp burning sensation on my left cheek, and I couldn't control myself because of a very sharp force which I received. I immediately fell on the ground with loud tongue noise. I kept my hand on my left cheek and realized Hyung slapped me. Jungkook, stand up. Cook didn't respond to him. He was still in processing state. Jin looked at him and waited for 2 minutes, but still he didn't move a single inch from his place. Jin had enough now. He harshly grabbed his left arm and made him stand in front of him. Cook looked at Jin with teary eyes. Hyung hurts. Jin, hand down. Cook slowly removed his hand from his left cheek and stand straight with hand hung low. Tears continuously was flowing from his eyes. Jin's point of view, seeing my baby in this state, my heart ached. I never raised my voice on him, and today I raised my hand on him. His left cheek was totally red. My fingerprints were visible. I slapped him hard. I turned him towards me and wiped his tears while my hand increased his left cheek softly. I gave him side hug. Now he's calmed down a little bit. Soon Professor came inside and Jikook sincerely apologized to her. Jin assured her that he will take care of Cook's studies and he will never repeat his mistake again. She forgave Cook and left from there. Principal, Mr. Kim, the boys who we fought today, Mom wanted to meet you, so can I call them inside? Jin, oh yeah, sir. Principal called them inside. Now boys, Mom and Jin are sitting beside each other and Mark was standing near his mom. Jin bowed. Hello, I'm Kim Jin, Jungkook's Hyung. Mark's mom bowed too. Hello, I'm Mark's mom. I wanted to talk with his parents, not with Hyung. Call his parents, said rudely. Jin sadly, I'm sorry, but you have to talk with me because our parents are no more. I'm his only guardian. You can talk to me. Mark's mom. There is nothing to talk, Mr. Kim. Your proud and mannerless brother beat my son mercilessly. Can't you see that? Yelled a little bit. Jin, ma'am, please calm down. My brother isn't proud and mannerless. And about the fight, they both were involved, so you can't blame only one. Mark's mom, I'm not blaming him for nothing. He is the one who is in fault. He started the fight first. Just look at him. Did he get any injury? Not only injury, he didn't get a single scratch on his body, and look at my son whose face was covered with blue and black marks. Answer me, why is he perfectly fine? Why you can't answer? Cut off by Cook. Cook, because he is too weak to fight with me, said rudely. Mark's mom yelled, just shut up, you mannerless brat. Didn't someone teach you basic manners? When elders talk, younger shouldn't poke their nose in between. Oh, I forget you don't have parents to teach you, chuckled Cook. You just cut off by Jin's voice. Jin, certainly, Cook. Cook, but Hyung, she said. Jin, Jungkook, enough. Mark's mom, you should teach him some manners. Jin, I taught him everything, ma'am. You shouldn't have to worry about this. Cook, tell me the reason of fight. Cook, Hyung, I didn't start the fight. I was just going to my class when he came to me and started cursing and told bad things about my family. He told me that I'm an orphan. Tears filled in his eyes. Jin was quick to pull him into a warm hug and console him and wiped his tears with his hands. Mark, he's lying. I never said bad about his family. Lie. Cook looked at Jin with teary two eyes. I'm not lying, Hyung. You know na. I never lied to you. Please trust me. Jin cooked at him. Shh, baby, I trust you. Look at me. Hyung is with you. Then why are you crying? Stop crying, okay? Cook wiped his face with his hands and his eyes started shining with hope that his Hyungs still trust him. Mark's mom, what do you mean by my son is lying? If my son said you are an orphan, then what's wrong in it? You are an orphan. You don't have parents. A person who doesn't have parents called orphan. And cut up by Jin's yell. Jin, he isn't an orphan. Orphan is who doesn't has anyone to take care, who doesn't has family. He has me, he's young, I'm his parents. He isn't orphan, he has family. Keep this in your mind. Angrily shouted on her. Hearing this, everyone in cabin shivered a bit by his harsh voice. Principal, just calm down everyone, please. Jin, I'm really sorry, sir. Principal, we have CCTV footage, we can see that. Mark panicked. No need to this, sir. I'm seeing he is lying. He always bullies students and beat them when they denied him. Principal, we can see that later. First, let me see the footage. He showed footage to everyone. Mark sighed in relief because video has no voice. In this video, this Mark said something to Cook and Cook started beating him mercilessly till he passed out. Cook's mom, look at this, how mercilessly he beats my son. Watching this, Jin's eyes widened and he looked at Cook with hurtful eyes. He never taught him fighting, how mercilessly he beats the boy. He even pushed his professors too. Cook, why is there no voice? He cursed me. Cut off by Jin. Jin, shut up, Cook. If anyone told you anything or provoked you, you beat him like this. Who taught you this? I never taught you these things. Scolded him. Mark's mom, now what the benefit of scolding him? Stop giving fake concern about his acts. That's why parents are more important for child. They taught them some manners, how to talk with their elders. Sorry to say, Mr. Kim, but you failed as young. You failed to raise him well. You failed, Mr. Kim. You cut off by Cook. Cook, enough is enough. Who are you to talk my Hyung like this? What do you know about him? He is the best Hyung in the world. He always taught me good. He raised me well. I accept I did mistakes, but that nothing related to my Hyung. I can't listen any wrong word against my Hyung. My Hyung is my life. Don't you dare to disrespect my Hyung. It's not good for you. Angry as hell. Jin, Jungkook, don't interrupt in between and say sorry to her. Cook, no Hyung, she insulted you. I never say sorry to her, never. Jin, Cook, don't test my patience. Say sorry. Cook, never Hyung. Jin, okay fine, don't say sorry. I will say sorry to her. In fact, I should be apologize to her. Both 90 degree towards her and said, I'm really cut off by Cook. Cook, no Hyung, please don't do this. I will apologize. Jin, no, you shouldn't. Now please keep quiet. If you have ever respected me, then don't interrupt me again. Cook stayed silent and looked at his Hyung, who bowed and apologized to her. His heart broke into millions of pieces. He hates himself because of him. Now his Hyung is embarrassed. Jin, I'm really sorry on behalf of my brother. I assure you, he will never do anything like this again. Bowed again. He was completely broken. Her words praised his soul. He left the university with Cook. Cook didn't dare to say a single word. Time skipped at home. Now Jin was sitting on the couch and Cook was standing in front of him. Jin, I want some answer, Cook. I hope you tell me the truth. Are you? Cook, yes, Hyung nodded his head. Jin, okay then, first question. Did you curse at your professor? Cook, Hyung, it's not like that. Jin, yes or no? Cook bite his lower lip. Yes. Jin sarcastically. Very good. I taught you well. Second question. Did you bully students and beat them mercilessly when they deny you? Cook, yes. Jin made a fist to control his anger. Third and last question. Did you bunk your classes? Cook, yes. Jin, how many times? Don't you dare to lie. Cook, many times, Hyung. I don't remember the number. Jin had enough now. He can't control himself. If he stays here one more second, then he will definitely hurt his precious baby. So he left him in the living room with teary and hurtful eyes and straight went to his room and locked it from inside. Cook's point of view. I was standing in front of Hyung and he asked me some questions. After replying him, I was waited for slap. I thought Hyung will slap me again, so I closed my eyes tightly, but when I received nothing, I opened my eyes and what I saw completely broke me from inside. I saw Hyung in tears. I never saw him crying in my life. He cried first time and that was because of me. I made him cry. I hate myself more. I followed him to his room but it was locked. I banged the door loudly. I said sorry multiples of times but got no response from Hyung. I cried a lot but still no response. Flashback ended. When he didn't get any response from Jin, he went to his room and lay down on his bed and don't know when he slept while crying. Time skipped at dinner time. Cook woke up and saw the time. It was almost dinner time. He went to washroom to freshen up. He changed his clothes and went to downstairs hoping to meet his Hyung. Jin's point of view. I woke up when my secretary called me to inform about meetings which are postponed to tomorrow. I sat up on bed. Mark's mom's words were continuously roaming inside my mind. It's all my fault. I didn't raise him well. It's all because of me. I failed. I should be punished. With that, he went to washroom. He cleaned his face and changed his clothes and left for kitchen. He straight came into the kitchen and took all the ice cubes from ice tray and placed some on kitchen floor. Then he stood on it with bare foot and took rest of ice on his palm. He stood straight, eyes closed tightly because of cold sensation. He hates cold. He felt cold more as compared to normal person. His feet and palm got numb because of coldness. He waited to melt the ice cubes, but then suddenly he felt someone pushed him lightly and rubbed his palm fastly. He opened his eyes and saw Cook was rubbing his palm with his hands and tears were flowing from his eyes. He cooked at the state of his baby. He felt his brother's love towards him. Cook's point of view. When I came into the kitchen, I saw Hyung was standing on ice cubes and some ice on his palm. I immediately ran to him and pushed him lightly and started rubbing his palm with my warm hands. Jin, leave my hands. Cook ignored him and started rubbing his hands more frequently. I said, leave my hands, Jungkook. Cook flinched at sudden voice and immediately left his hand. Jin, ordered something for you. I am not in mood of cooking. Left to his room. Cook, Hyung, please listen to me. Hyung. Jin ignored him and entered his room and locked it again. Cook wiped his tears and told to himself, Cook, I have to earn Hyung's forgiveness. I made a big mistake this time, but don't worry, Hyung. I'm your little cookie. I will earn your forgiveness by tomorrow itself. Fighting Kuka. You can do it. He encouraged himself and left to his room. To be continued. Author's note. That's it for today. Hope you all like it. This was my first story which I wrote. Some of you already read it on this channel and Wattpad too. Originally it was written for very long, 2 shots. I turned into 30 episode series. My caring elder brother. By changing the ending, I private that series because of some reasons. Few days ago, a reader asked me about Jikook series. See, I can't republic it for some months. Then I remembered I didn't upload the original story, so here is the original story. I hope you all enjoyed this story. After this 2 shot, I will start a series on T-centric. Don't worry about 1 shots. In between the series, I will upload 1 shots too. Readers who are waiting for Little Space series, I will republic it on June 1 onwards. We will meet soon with next part of this story. Don't forget to tell me how many of you remember this story. Till then, take care of yourself. Love you all. If you like this story, then please do like, subscribe, share and comment. I assure you that you will never gonna regret on your decision. Thanks for watching.